down to watch 30 coins. Oh, son of a gun.
It didn't happen fast enough. But basically everyone, Cookie was telling us how big of a wuss he is and how he can't watch the Saw movies, so he watched the making of.
His wife has to kill the spiders in the house too.
Oh man.
But yeah, tonight everyone, we are going to be discussing 1986's Running Scared, not to be confused with the crazy Paul Walker movie from the early 2000s.
I own that movie.
I like that movie.
It's good.
But anyway, before we start, I'm going to go ahead and read Paul's review since he won't be with us this evening, and I'll forget if I don't. So Paul says, no, never mind. I don't have to read that part. I give this movie a B+. I enjoyed the banter between Ray and Danny and stand by my statement that this is what Lethal Weapon copied. It's a shame we don't have Running Scared 2 through 4. Did Running Scared steal from 48 Hours, though? The world may never know, but the original buddy cops are Abbott and Costello in my book. He's kissing up to Michael with that. And then this was a fun flick. I enjoyed the comedy and I'd watch it again. Good pick, Cookie. So Cookie right off the bat.
There you go. Look at that.
He's got one good pick. But anyways, I am Jackson with Just Annoyed, and I'm joined by the usual cast of characters here, and we can all do intros starting with Michael.
Cool. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Mike from the Downright Nerdy podcast. Been a couple weeks. I miss you guys. I can't wait to do all this stuff. And just because I love my guys so much, I'm wearing their shirt right here. Getting Ryan all juiced up for today's episode. So let's go to the next guy.
All right, and we will move over to we'll save Cookie for last since it was his movie. Ken.
Hey, it's Ken from Pinkies Out Podcast, and hopefully we'll have some new stuff pretty soon. I've been working out in the yard all day, so I might be a little wound up.
Perfect. Ryan.
We're back. A dinosaur story. Hey, guys. I'm glad to be back. Ryan from the Fake Nerd Podcast. We go live every Sunday. We're going live in a couple hours. We're talking about an 80s movie. A lot of buddy cop movies around this era. Is this the best one? No. Is it fun? Sure.
Yeah. And Cookie.
Cookie, just a little podcast, guys. New episode coming out on Tuesday. That's about it.
Those doors, your doors keep getting longer. Those
they
doors.
are proportional.
Can we start a series about Cookie's doors?
I want to see a normal sized person come through those doors because I have a feeling like
I am normal
Cookie is
sized.
like really tiny. Like
I'm a solid 6 foot.
Dude, your beard is as wide as that door right now, man.
Yeah.
You're lucky I'm wearing pants. Normally I don't wear pants for the show, but
Sorry.
Actually, while Cookie's doing that, one thing about this movie,
he looks so small.
He does. I don't want to offend you, Cookie, but are you a little person?
One thing that kind of relates to this that I wanted to talk about with this movie is my first impression of this film. So the first thing I did was look it up, and this was the poster. And hopefully my computer can handle sharing my screen right now. There it is. I think Billy Crystal looks like he's made for this door. Cookie's doors in this poster. His leg is like probably 5 feet tall.
What's going on?
So the photoshopping began in the 80s at least, because nowadays it's like everybody's photoshopping the lady parts and everything, but this was just like, okay, Billy Crystal's too short. What do we do? I don't know why they wouldn't have just had Billy Crystal be the guy in the front on the poster, because I'm assuming he's the smaller of the two, but I thought that was funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a very horrible
Bad
Photoshop.
posters.
But anyways,
Bad posters existed forever.
I still have a theory that Cookie's main camera is like one of those the fisheye things like you see in the like peepholes.
Yeah.
I'll buy a new camera.
Yeah, no, Cookie's camera. Oh, Jesus. No, Cookie's camera's on the other side of a hotel door.
Oh,
even better.
And this is a brand new camera.
Hey, you look good.
You bought it from Aquaman. I get it.
There you go. But anyways, we are here to talk about a movie. Running Scared 1986. It's a buddy cop movie. You've seen them before. This was kind of the era when buddy cop movies were taking off a little bit, I would say. Yeah. And essentially it stars Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines. And Cookie, you picked the movie. Give us the plot. What was the plot of this movie?
Two guys who are I guess veteran cops kind of going through the mundane of life as cops in Chicago have been going after this criminal dude who is trying to become the next big cartel, the next Scarface of Chicago. And they end up trying to chase him down and lock him up for good. And some stuff happens along the way.
All right. So I'm going to amend that. And I'm gonna tell you right off the bat what my problem with the movie is, and then actually this is my only problem with the movie, really.
I think I know where you're going.
Yeah. So my problem with the movie is, to me, the plot is two guys after being down on their luck go on a trip to Key West and decide to retire and open a bar. When they get back, chaos ensues, and they need to tie up some loose ends before they retire.
That's the plot. That's what it says on Netflix or whatever.
Okay, so my problem with this movie is that we don't get to Key West until like 30 something minutes into the movie. And I'm sitting there, I felt like the first 30 to 40 minutes was like the type of scene that would be before the opening credits of a Bond movie. Like I felt like it was like, is this even going to have anything to do with the plot? You're just kind of introducing the characters. I literally think you could have done that whole part in like 7 minutes.
100%.
Yeah, okay.
100%.
Yeah.
It's called running scared, but they're not really running anywhere because they keep coming back. Like it's not. It's a bad name for a movie, for what this movie is like, and I don't really care what the movie's called.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I expected one thing, and it's like they're not really running, and they're not really scared. They just don't want to die, and that's everybody.
It's almost like the plot. Like what I just read is the plot. Maybe you go, okay, running scared. They're trying to run to Key West because they have these things in their life that are, they're scared of being in Chicago or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, to your point, that's not really where it goes, right? And the whole opening, like, first of all, the opening credits at the beginning are just like, oh my God, generic 80s. We're just getting establishing shots of the city of Chicago with that cheesy running scared song.
It's the 80s. We're in Chicago. Don't run for your life.
So that would be that's my issue. That's my issue with the movie. Michael, what'd you think of the movie?
You guys kind of already nailed it on the head. I mean, it was fine. I mean, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was just another fine movie. I had never seen it before. I'd never even heard of it, to be quite honest, until recently. But I mean, yeah, it was fine. It had some like fun 80s humor throughout. It definitely didn't age very well, in regards to like action and all that fun stuff. But I mean, it was still fine. Had a ton of cheesy lines, which I surprisingly loved. I loved a lot of the cheesy lines throughout, but yeah, it was good, not great, bad, but not terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
So Cookie, it's a step up from your usual material that you bring to the show. Ken, what'd you think?
I remember this being a lot funnier than it was. Like when he first suggested it, I remember watching this and just laughing my butt off as a kid, but it just didn't age well.
Yeah.
The first 30 minutes of it were just like torture to get through, I felt. But Billy Crystal's great with some one-liners. And at some point I just stopped seeing Billy Crystal and I just kept seeing Mike from Monsters Inc.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
Always watching you. I'm watching you.
Mike.
That's all I could see. And then the movie got a lot better for me when I started picturing him as a one-eyed monster running around.
And Ryan.
Yeah, I liked it. I found it to be kind of generic in spots. The chemistry between the two leads does hold it up for me. Like I like those two guys a lot. Like I don't really like Billy Crystal, not in a negative way, but like I haven't seen a lot of his movies. He's older, like he's fine. I think he's good in this movie. It is definitely dated. The action isn't as good as some other 80s movies. I think the chase on the train tracks is pretty good.
I was gonna say I was actually impressed with the car chase overall. I thought that was like a really good car chase scene.
Yeah, like, my family, like I have family in Chicago, so I visit Chicago, and like seeing them actually drive on the L is like really cool. And like I didn't think they could actually film on that thing. That's really cool that actually did that. And in the 80s you don't have to do CGI because it didn't exist and stuff. But yeah, it's dated. It's got some like some bad some bad racism jokes, and I'm just like, it's the 80s, like whatever. Some misogyny here and there, whatever. That's the 80s. What are you gonna do? Jimmy Smits is fun. I just like that dude. I think he's got a good presence. He wants to be the Spanish Godfather. Yeah, there's my favorite part of the movie is the little kid flips off one of the detectives. Right. The kid comes back, and then the detective comes back. He's like, and I just like, these guys are assholes, but like they're fun assholes.
Yeah, that was one of those like surprising bits where I was like, oh, this is actually a really good bit with the kid in the back flipping him off, and it's kind of bothering Gregory Hines. Which, by the way, one thing I thought of as I was watching this was like, why do I know who Gregory Hines is? Like I was like, like I've known Gregory Hines for years. But then I'm sitting there watching the movie and I'm like, what the hell else has Gregory Hines been in? And then I looked him up on Google just out of like, okay, there's got to be something that I watched like that made an impression on me with Gregory Hines. But like, no, now if somebody asked me about Gregory Hines, like everything of my reference would come from this movie. I don't know anything else, but he's pretty good. I think he's pretty good. Yeah.
So he did pass away in 2000. So that's why his filmography is kind of small, but he did a lot of stuff in the 80s and 90s that I've never heard of. So he's just a working actor who got this big break, I guess.
Yeah, he probably had a lot of like bit roles in TV shows, I would imagine, that kind of thing. But yeah, no, I thought he was. I thought he had a good presence. Like I thought that they're like playing off of each other was good. Billy Crystal, I like Billy Crystal. He's basically playing the City Slickers character in this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Gregory Hines was on Will and Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I caught an episode. You've
never seen the Muppets Take Manhattan?
Oh yeah, I love it. That's a good one.
I'm sorry, you guys weren't even thought of back then. But.
I like Billy Crystal's ex-wife. I always enjoy when like people who used to be in a relationship, they can still be friends. Like because that's like real life. Like you can still be friends with people that you've dated. There is like the cliche of like, oh, are they going to get back together?
Because she's rainbows and unicorns in your world, or
I was just going to say I can't think of one.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But yeah, I like that character. And I just like, I don't like the like, are they gonna get back together at the end kind of thing? But like, I enjoy like she still enjoys his birthdays and she's still friends with Gregory Hines, and like it's just a cool like, oh, it's not. Oh, are they gonna get together? It's like no, they did and they failed, and they can just be friends. Like it's just a nice little character thing that you don't see often.
Yeah. The Key West part, like. They go down to Key West. Did they both sleep with like 35 different women in that little montage? I mean, they had it made down there. I'd move down there in a second. They were just like rollerblading with them. They had mopeds. Billy Crystal's wearing those awesome short shorts. And, yeah. Oh man, the 80s.
There's definitely once that montage like. Gregory Hines is kissing another girl that's not the girl that he was just kissing, and then Billy's kissing some tall girl with long brown hair, and I'm like, she didn't have blonde hair, or the brown haired last girl you were kissing. Yeah.
So I watched this with Riley, and the one of the scenes in the beginning when Billy Crystal brings him donuts in bed, and there's a girl in the bed, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Oh yeah, how was she?" Or something like that.
yeah.
And then like she just kind of carries on like it was nothing, and Riley's like, "Man, that." I don't think that would go down like that in these days. I don't know.
So like nonchalant.
All about cocaine and chicks named Stephanie.
I did notice like a continuity error. I don't even know if you would call it a continuity error, but they start. Well, they go down there, and the first day they're there, everybody's checking out the sunset, and like the woman makes a point of being like, "Yeah, we do this every night." And you're like, "Oh, that's kind of sweet. That's like a good sentiment." But then. At the end of the Key West deal, they're watching the sunset and they're alone.
Yeah, no, it's time has progressed. This is like weeks later or like a day later.
Yeah, but where's the rest of the people that go out?
Maybe
and watch
they're at their bar,
night?
their so-called bar that they bought.
Oh yeah,
Nobody's there yet.
I think it might be a different location, but I can see what you mean.
And they die.
Yeah.
So,
but I thought that was nice because like when they get down there, they're like, they're from the bustling city and, like nobody appreciates the sunset, right? In Chicago. And then, and by the way, side note, Chicago looks like shit. And I loved it because when you go to Chicago, especially at that time of year, even, anywhere here in Wisconsin, same deal. It's gray. It looks like shit. So I thought I appreciated that, but no, I like that at the end of their trip, it's like, wow, there's more to life. There's just the nice, sunset to appreciate. The hot women, certainly don't hurt, I would imagine, but I enjoyed
He's
that.
like, hey, everyone come to Florida.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Land of the tiny people in the narrow door.
I do think I would have liked this movie more if it was actually running scared and they did this thing with this Godfather of Chicago and ran to Florida and then it chased them to Florida. I probably would have liked it more because then we would have two different scene changes instead of keep going back and forth. So they're not really running. It's just like we're visiting Florida from time to time.
Yeah, I think I would have liked. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Mike.
I was just going to say, I think I would have liked it better if it starred Mel Gibson and Danny Glover, but that's just me.
Yeah, no, I was
thinking
thinking
a movie like that.
I was thinking I'm a huge 48 Hours fan. That's my favorite buddy cop movie.
It's the best one. It's the best one. I don't think.
So I was thinking to myself, like, they really toned down 48 Hours because 48 Hours is a buddy cop movie. It's very, very gritty, and that Nick Nolte is like, towing that line of being a racist asshole, and Eddie Murphy's kind of making him a better person. And Eddie Murphy is like, I mean, you can see why he's a star from watching that movie for 5 minutes.
Dude, Eddie Murphy, like real quick, Eddie Murphy was on SNL like when he was like 20 years old, and he made all of his early movies when he was like 20 and 21. He's 21 in 48 Hours. That's insane. That dude is so talented. Come back, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, and then Coming to America 2 or whatever comes out.
Oh, maybe don't come back.
Oh,
I like that movie.
Oh.
I don't care what you guys say.
I haven't seen it.
Haven't seen
I love Eddie Murphy.
I don't think I've seen it.
See, as a wee child, I watched Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night Live playing Gumby in Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
Oh, when he was it 2 years ago, he came back to SNL and did it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Like, he has to do that. He has to do that, and I about fell out of bed.
No, I mean, I'll just say this, Cookie. Please change your mind about Coming to America because it is. I wanted to kill myself.
I was drinking.
We need your young innocence in the show. Please don't change. Please don't change.
Your young innocence. So is that a 5-year-old?
Well, he's going to choose it for the next movie.
Is that why his doors are like that? Is he really a small child?
They probably locked him outside.
All right, you guys are gonna see me one day. You guys come down to Key West. We'll hang out. Get a drink.
It'd be funny if you went down
to the kiddie pool.
December Cookie.
if you went down to Florida and everything was like one of those funky mirror type, like everything looked like all weird.
House.
Maybe you know what? Cookie, I got it. You're filming live every week from Disney World in like the small world section of Disney World. It's got to be it.
Well, that's just regular world then, isn't it?
He's in the background, the little animatronics. You don't really know. He's not really animatronic.
I'm just here. There's some undercover cops. There's a scene with some undercover cops that I really like. Where like they like, oh, we're undercover and you ruined our operation, Billy Crystal. And I thought that was a good scene. Those characters are fun or whatever. The final action scene, like in the mall or wherever, where Gregory Hines is like hanging from the thing. It's good. It's fine. There are no bullet holes or bullet sponges or like muzzle flashes. It's like some of the laziest bullet stuff in movies I've ever seen. Like nobody gets shot.
Speaking of bullets, though, one of the scenes from the beginning when they're shooting at the car, and he's like, "Man, all six, you're a terrible shot. All 6 of your bullets missed." And that's what do you mean? All 6, you shoot low, and then all 6 of mine hit. That was funny.
Yeah, it was funny. I do have a question. You brought up the undercover cops, and I hope someone can clarify this for me. Did they just like in cold blood murder Joe Pantoliano? Who shot him?
I think that was one of his goons.
It was one of his goons. Yeah.
Okay. So they shot first, then the undercover guys. Because I was under the impression that, like,
they were all undercover.
that the two undercover guys just shot Joe Pantoliano. And I was like, geez, man.
No, I don't think
that's like the incident that makes them go, oh, we need to deal with this now before everyone gets shot. It was like a quick cut of another dude who did it.
I don't know.
Got it.
I like the scene.
How bad of a bad guy would it be if your entire crew is undercover cops?
All of them? And you don't know it?
Well, there weren't that many. It was like just a few in the room.
There was like 4, and 2 of them were 50% chance.
Guy.
I liked at the beginning when the bums picked up. They thought they were pretending to be bums, and then the real bums picked up his drink the minute he set it down.
Yeah.
What is this, Pop?
Hey, what was the line that he said when they're up on like the 6th floor and you're like, "Give me your pants"? He's like, "Man, I guess she's just gonna die. It's just gonna be part of it. I'm not giving away my pants. That's crazy."
Yep.
Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah,
there is
the
some
banter was good.
Yeah, there is some. Just because we live in 2021, there is some because they are cops. They're doing some really awful shit as cops, and I'm like, man, this wouldn't fly right now. The things that they're doing, the police brutality, holy shit! Like, again, this is the type of movie that cannot get made now because you can't just beat up on the people you arrest. That's
a lot
you
of
can't do
things
that.
that can't be made now.
Yeah.
Right. I
just
recently
watched Step Brothers the other day, and I'm like, I don't even think they can make that now.
No.
I
love
recently rewatched the entirety of The Shield, and oh boy, that was one that's just but Cookie, I don't think this ended up as bad as you maybe thought it was going to.
No.
Why'd you choose this, Cookie?
Yeah.
Out of curiosity.
Actually,
What was your?
I told Mike we just did a live thing right before on Instagram, but I was hanging out with my brother and he literally just said, "Oh no," and it clicked, and I was like, "Where'd that come from?"
Billy.
And I was like running scared. That's the movie I'm picking if I get picked, and then out of nowhere I get picked, and oh no.
I'm
That's all that stuck. That was it.
Schlicker.
There you go.
That was it.
There it is.
I don't have much else to say about it. Bland buddy cop movie from the 80s.
But enjoyable.
It's not horrible. It was really the first 30 minutes though, I was very worried.
I was also worried. I'm like, oh man, I don't like this. And then there was something happened. I'm like, oh, okay. I like that part.
Exactly. It needed something to happen quicker. Yeah. Because it's not one of these movies that needs like this long build. I mean, we get what the characters are within 5 minutes, So that was it. I would grade this at like a B-. I was fine with it. So grades, anyone?
I'll give it a C+. It's fine. It's definitely fine. But considering when it came out and the other better versions of this movie that are out next to it, it's just fine. It's a C+.
I'll give it a B.
I'll give it a C, just a solid C, or maybe like a half of a skinny door for in Cookie's rating scale.
A saloon. That's a saloon door.
Saloon door, yeah.
Like a half of one.
I mean, what's higher than an A? I'm joking. I'll give it a B.
B? Okay.
I'll give it a B.
There. Yeah.
All right. So we've got like a B-, C+ movie here. Yeah. So good job, Cookie.
Thank you, sir.
Good job. It brings your overall weighted average to
D.
about a C- or a D+, I think.
I have a few solid ones in there.
You still have Star Wars, so you have like 2 more bad movies before.
That shouldn't count though. That was an easy lob over the plate.
Yeah,
Dogma.
that's true. Yeah,
I had Dogma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We have no audience members in here right now, so go ahead and put them
I'm
out.
taking out audience.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bastards.
What are you busy on a Sunday? What are you doing?
I know, right? Okay, so let's see who gets to choose next week.
And Paul's not on here. All right.
No, he's not.
I think mainly because it's nice out everywhere, so everybody's out doing stuff.
Ryan.
Woo! Hold on.
Wait. Oh, yep, he got it.
Oh,
He's so happy.
I was looking for another black and white monster movie.
All right, so I'm 100%.
I had one. I was ready for you.
We've all seen this movie, but I haven't watched it in many, many years, and I just really want to watch it because it's one of the best movies ever made. We're gonna watch Mad Max Fury Road.
Hey, cool.
I love this movie, and I bought this Blu-ray, and I've never opened it, so I'm gonna open it and watch it.
I just upgraded, Ryan. I just upgraded to the 4K like a month ago, and I haven't popped it in yet, so I'm ready.
Good. I just want to talk about a really good movie. Yeah.
So we're going to talk
You
about this
You
one.
didn't get this from Blockbuster?
Ooh,
No,
Ken, did
it
you
did-
just Ken just
Blockbuster
shit
wasn't
on-
around.
I
Ken
don't
just
like
shit
this one.
on Fury Road.
I
Oh,
thought
I
it
cannot
sucked.
wait. I cannot wait.
Oh,
to-
God,
to
It was a
watch
good
it
movie.
wrong.
It was
Oh,
boring.
gloves off.
All right,
Gloves
so-
off
so
next
excited.
week.
I do got a genre. I got a genre wheel here. So far, we have two genres. We have robot movies and heartbreaking movies. So I have everything else but those two genres in there. So let me give this a shuffle, and we can see what we got.
Alrighty. Movies we think Ken would like. I love that.
Nice.
And hate.
Speaking of,
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's awesome.
Is it?
Movies we think Ryan would hate.
Ryan's me.
I love movies.
Ryan loves everything. What the
I know.
hell are we supposed
Oh,
to
this
do
A
here?
difficult one.
Oh, this is gonna be great. I'm excited.
Return of the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
No, I've seen that. I like that. See, that's the thing. I try to enjoy things. So, like, whew.
All right, what is a movie Ryan would hate?
oh man,
Oh God. Okay. He's from California. I'm gonna do this like purely based on like I'm gonna imagine Ryan as the main character in the movie. That's how I'm gonna do this.
Do documentaries count?
so it's a sci-fi porno.
Those-
'Cause that's my genre.
All right. Here we go. He probably likes this movie.
The Scorpion King.
That
Oh.
one, it's fine. It's whatever.
What?
It's-
Really?
The Scorpion King 4.
I haven't seen it.
Is it
I'll
good?
tell you what. I'll tell you what. I don't like the Fantastic Beast movies.
Okay.
I didn't like Venom. I don't
I hated
like.
Venom too. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Obviously, I hate Rise of Skywalker. I hate really bad sequels. How about that? If it's a bad sequel,
All right.
Yeah.
Since I'm gonna be watching it anyway and I hear it's bad, I'm gonna say Jigsaw.
Oh, that's like the one Saw movie I haven't seen. It's probably bad.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. All right. then. Jigsaw is my pick.
Okay, you're
Cool,
doing
cool.
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw. Yep.
This is fun.
Yeah.
I
Gosh,
love.
what were the?
Oh man,
You said you didn't like the Fantastic Beasts and you didn't like
I didn't like Venom.
Venom.
Okay, I got
Yeah,
one.
I'm not gonna pick
Fantastic
that.
got
Four.
Huh?
The Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, that's
Which
bad.
one?
Those are bad.
Pick any one.
The first one's worst.
First one it is.
Okay, I'm going to change mine. I thought of one. Atlantic Rim.
Atlantic Rim.
Oh my god, I watched that movie drunk once. It's terrible.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
I used
just
to
because
love
you know what?
The
Just because I
Asylum.
haven't seen it yet, and you guys all told me not to, especially you, Ryan. The New Mutants movie,
Oh yeah,
I
that
haven't
makes-
seen it
Yeah,
either.
yeah, it's
I've
bad.
seen it.
It's
or
bad.
is it the New Mutants? Which one's the one that's supposed to be scary? I don't know.
New
New
Mutants.
That's the new
Okay.
mutant. Yeah,
It's
where
not-
if
it's
they
not
would,
scary.
you know, it's annoying. And Ryan, I
Had
bet
it
you would
been
agree
scary,
with
it
if
might have
they
been
would have
good.
just, they should have just gone all in on the like scary R-rated horror aspect of it because I actually don't think the setup is terrible.
It's not.
Um,
The setup's awesome, and like,
yeah.
it's just that's not a scary movie. It's
It's
just I
right.
wish it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. There we go. If
yeah.
anybody else has any, just shoot me a message that you think.
Hold
Actually,
on.
you know what you should do.
Cookie, did you say one?
Yeah, Fantastic Four, the first
Yeah.
one.
Oh, okay.
If you guys really want to find out what Ryan hates, message some of the other members of the Fake Nerd Podcast, and they'll
There you
give
go.
you some suggestions. Actually, that's going to be a something I'm going to do.
This
probably
one
next
is
There you go.
this one is tough because I do try to be positive, but hey, man, movies can still be really bad
Be
sometimes.
positive. Are you a new warrior?
I think we need. I think we need to make it so bad that he's unable to make it positive. Let's do that.
I'll throw one out there since he didn't
Okay.
like surf ninjas. Let's do Three Ninjas Kickback.
Oh,
Throw that on.
Oh,
Oh no.
the first thing
Sounds like-
good. The
Sounds like
first
a
one was
guarantee.
There. Cookie. First Three Ninjas, man.
good. that was it, man.
I'm a fan of Rocky versus Colton Tum Tum. I'll tell you that. I'm a Rocky guy.
Did you Ryan, did you like that
and-
Ninja Turtles where they went back in time to Japan?
That was
Oh,
the
God.
first.
Oh,
one, yeah.
The third one.
The
Ooh.
third
Time. It's the worst
Yeah.
one for sure. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. It's kind of bad. Yeah, I haven't watched it in like 10 years, but I remember.
Add it to the
I'm
list.
adding it. Yeah.
Paul would be excited if we picked that. He's
Oh,
a
of course he
turtle guy.
would. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a big
You guys,
turtle guy.
you guys want to know? There you go. That looks pretty cool, actually. Hey,
It's
two of those
Blu-ray.
three ain't bad. You guys
I
wanna,
think the first one's underrated. I think the
It's
first
good.
one's actually good. Yeah.
it's good. You guys want a controversial opinion about me that no one else agrees with? I think
Okay.
Avengers: Age of Ultron is totally whatever and fine.
I think it's fine.
I think
I
it's
didn't
good.
mind it.
Oh my
I
God.
liked it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm more negative than I am positive, but people love that movie, and I'm like, I don't
I
get it.
liked it. I didn't.
Oh
think,
no, I thought that most people didn't like that one.
Well,
That's what
it's
I
not
thought.
in my circle.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's fine.
No, I
yeah,
liked it.
I'm
Yeah, I
with
thought
you.
it was okay.
Out of all the Avengers, it's the only one that's like, it's fine. And
Yeah.
then the other ones are really good.
True.
So-
That's true.
I mean,
so yeah,
it's no
way to come
Star-
up with a controversial opinion.
Hey man, on the internet, you'd be surprised how many people are like, "You think this is fine?" Like, it's especially with Marvel stuff.
Just stay away from Reddit.
Oh,
Always.
I
Yeah.
actually, I
oh,
have,
no, I love
stopped,
that.
I stopped going to Reddit.
You're smart, man. It's
Yeah.
awful. Anyways, let's say our goodbyes. We'll start again with Michael.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Mike from the Downright Nerdy podcast. We're a week. Well, we sometimes do podcasts now. We haven't done it in a while. Since Riley's got a new job, our schedules have been not conducive for podcasting, but we'll try to figure something out. Hopefully we'll get something out soon. But if not, if anybody wants to buy Downright Nerdy podcast from me, just let me know. I'll sell it to you at a reasonable price.
You gotta go on.
Damn.
You gotta go on Dragon's Den. You gotta go on.
There you go. Dragon's Den.
Yeah,
Can I
Michael,
pay
real
you?
quick. When's the next 24 episode that we're watching?
That's a very good question because I haven't even touched the episode 3 to edit yet.
Oh well, so
I gotta do that.
you're useless, Michael.
Completely.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
I know.
Anyways, we'll go to Cookie, who actually does something for a living. You know,
He can buy my show.
I'm Cookie. I build doors in proportionate sized doors, short doors, long doors, doors with handles on opposite sides. I mean, it's all over the place when it comes to doors. Yeah, I got a weekly podcast every Tuesday. It comes out. I do Silver Age Sundays earlier at 3:00 before this show, and then I have this show. You can find me all over the place. Just little podcasts.
and Ken. Oh, I ruined his
I was trying to
shtick.
steal it from
Damn.
Ryan.
Now, how do I follow that up? Hey, I'm Ken from Pinky Sound Podcast. We do podcasting occasionally as well as Mike. So, yeah, find me here, find me there. I don't know. Find my OnlyFans page where I teach you how light switches work both ways.
But naked.
There you
But
go. And of course, Ryan.
Hey guys, Ryan from the Fake Nerd Podcast. We are going live in just a couple hours. I believe we're gonna have a truncated episode this week. We usually run like 3 hours long, but like we're tired and there's like a lot to talk about. So it's just we're gonna talk about the news for maybe like an hour. Check that out in a couple hours. We've done Falcon and Winter Soldier, and we talked about Invincible, and we talked about Jupiter's Legacy. Check out the Fake Nerd Podcast YouTube channel. We do too much stuff. You can find me personally at DJ Tony Snark. The Mass Effect Legendary Edition just came out, you guys, and Mass Effect 2 is my favorite video game of all time. So I'm jonesing to replay that. I'm gonna be putting videos out about that game. Check those out. Thanks for stopping by. I love you. Bye.
All right, where's the guns? We need the guns.
Yeah.
All right, and I am Jackson with Just Annoyed. It sounds like there might be some Saw interest as far as a Saw series. So
I have never seen a Saw movie.
we
See?
might be doing that on my channel soon here. Magic Lasso, you're dead to us.
Hey.
Um,
So what's up?
Magic Who?
Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Ken. Exactly.
Thanks for
But
stopping
no,
by.
thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much. I'm totally kidding. Trust me. But anyways, come back or not come back, go over to his channel and set a reminder right now for next Sunday. And what are we watching again? Oh, Mad Max Fury Road. Yeah, great movie. Great movie. That's what we're watching.
So memorable.
Yeah, so let's do that now. I mean, it's almost like it's Ryan week this week. we got Ryan's pick, which because Ryan doesn't get to pick enough goddamn movies on this show.
Luck of the wheel, lady luck.
And,
She chose me.
So thank you all for coming, and we will see you with Ryan's pick next week, and then hopefully we'll watch a movie Ryan might hate. We think.
I mean,
don't know.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
I could just like, if I get picked again, just pick a movie I hate. We could just do that,
Oh, there you go.
but not this week.
Not this week, right? Nope, not this week. But hey, thank you again for stopping by, and have a good one. Have a good week. See ya.
Oh.